Oh, it's gonna start now.
He's gonna want to lick your face. Mm-hmm. Welcome to Rachel Uncensored, one of the few places on the internet that you can find an uncensored version of me. I'm here with my best friend, Joyous Joy, and my stupidest big boy, Blaze Boy. Hello. He's nose to nose with me. Oh, he licked it. Okay. He has been very calm, but the second Joy starts talking, he's gonna
want to attack my face in the most loving way.
With all the kisses. He's such a little punk. The other day I was editing, and he whined, and I put him on my lap, and then he was content, fell asleep in my arms, but he will not do that. Like, I'll bring the desk to the couch.
Yeah.
I'm like, come cuddle me. And he's like, no, I want to be on the office chair. I'm like, you're so annoying.
That's so funny. Maybe something to do with his joints or something now that he's getting older. Maybe it feels good.
To be weirdly held on to?
Yeah, maybe he's like stretching or something. I don't know.
He's not stretching. He literally just, whatever's the least convenient for me is what he wants to do. He's like, yeah, that sounds like a really good idea.
He's like, oh, you're busy? Let me get in the way.
It makes him feel special, I think.
Probably, yeah.
Oh, big stupid.
Makes him feel like he's equal to what's taking your attention in that moment.
Yes. Oh my God. Abby's dog, the second I get out of bed, she runs into my spot. And then if I come back, she looks at me as if I'm the problem.
Yes.
I'm like, get out of my spot.
Yes. My dogs do that too.
Oh, man.
Especially Louis. He is a spot stealer.
Yes.
But then I also read something that says dogs, especially when you like get up to leave, they want to, usually when you're very bonded, they want to immediately be right where you were because it's where your scent is the strongest. But for Abby's dog, I don't know if that's the case.
I think it's that I have made a warm spot and she wants to
claim it.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
She wants to claim it. Yeah. Miso doesn't give a fuck. Miso will follow anyone, do anything.
Where are we going now?
Yeah. She's like, I just ran into my bedroom to go get some floss because there's stuff in my teeth. And I was actually running into my bedroom and she saw me from the living room. She started running with me. And she didn't know why we were running, and she got to the bed and didn't make the decision to stop or jump onto the bed and just ran straight into the bed.
Oh my God.
Because she was just so excited to be running that she did it without thinking and okay, that's her.
That was a lesson.
That was a lesson. No, it wasn't.
Smooth brain.
All right, how you doing?
Good.
I've
How
missed
you doing?
I'm pretty good. You were here for my last, it was Abby.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, we were in bed. She wants to be with Machine Gun Kelly. Would you leave me for Machine Gun Kelly?
Absolutely not.
Thank you. That's all I needed to hear. Except Joy has made friends with a lesbian dog trainer, and I feel as though I need to piss on you to claim you.
Shout out, Kelly. That's so funny.
It's all love here.
It's all love.
I love, the more lesbians, the better.
Yeah, I love my gays.
You do. Birds of a feather flock together. All right, I got my book 101 Things That Piss Me Off. You want to know number 82?
Yes. Sorry. I thought it was a rhetorical question. I was like, I know you're gonna tell me.
Okay, number 82. You know what pisses me off?
What, Rachel?
The fact that Friends ended, the TV show.
Oh, okay.
I have dated myself quite a bit with this book. That was a dang good show. I could watch.
A dang good show.
I didn't cuss back then very much. I could watch any episode at any time and laugh. Why did it have to end? That show does not hold up. Have you ever? Did you ever watch Friends?
I've seen definitely episodes of Friends, but I never like got into it in that way, and I've never I've never just sat down and like put it on or anything like that. I don't deny that it's a good show, but no.
If you watch it back now, it's one of the shows that you had to have watched all of the episodes way back in the day, because now they are homophobic. They are fatphobic.
Really?
They are just set up, punchline, set up, punchline, set up, punchline. There's a laugh track. It's looking back at it now, it doesn't
hold up to today.
No.
Yeah.
Seinfeld, I feel, holds up.
Okay.
But this show, so many people commented how there's no.
I watched like Grey's Anatomy. That's what I watched.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The Office too, because that was out for a long time. But even that has a lot of bad jokes.
Oh,
in it too.
the fact the only way they got away with it is that they were making fun of people being that ignorant and stupid.
Right. Exactly.
But
that's
even
the
in
point.
these climates these days,
yes, you can't
do
like,
that, because then you're still making light of a hard subject.
You're just adding to the problem.
Which is really hard because back in the day, you could do so much more. Not that I'm saying it was right.
Right.
But that's why so many people get canceled now, is because back in the day, all that stuff was okay. It was actually the norm. And now we hold ourselves to a different standard and things just don't hold up because times change. People grow, people change. So I'm gonna read the next one just because I didn't feel like that one really gave us up.
Yeah, you're like,
whatever. I didn't really agree with it much anymore. I did love it. I do love it because it's nostalgic for me.
I was gonna say it's nostalgic for people.
Yeah, but
But I'm sure watching it now, you probably still would have moments where you're like, turn it off.
I definitely watch it. I go, ooh, you can't say that now.
Like,
that's how I watch it.
Yeah,
it's crazy just how different things are.
Yeah.
Okay, number 83. You know what pisses me off?
What, Rachel?
This one is still. Oh, this one's still true to me. Reality show recaps. And it reads, why do reality shows need to recap the last 2 minutes of what just happened before the commercial break? Do they really think we forgot everything that just happened during the 30 seconds it took them to advertise car insurance? Do they really have that little faith in us? I cannot. Okay. I'm still on this. Reality shows. You watch 5 minutes and then they do a 30 seconds of what's to come. Then you have a commercial break and they do a 30 seconds of what just happened, and then you have 4 minutes of show. Why do they think?
I agree with this, especially because I really love the Love Island shows, and they always, when it comes back, recap what I believe it's Love Island. They recap what just happened or what is about to happen, but when it starts, it literally starts where the recap started.
Yes.
So you still have to rewatch the recap and then it continues. And I'm like,
what in the world? Also, no one's watching this on cable TV anymore.
No.
Everyone's just streaming it.
Yes. So stop. I agree with that one. Full fart.
I think there should be
full-fartedly. Full-heartedly.
Both full heart and fart.
And fart.
I feel as though, as someone who edits, I understand putting any extra effort in is annoying as hell. But I feel as though when you put it on a streaming platform, you could very easily cut out the recap parts.
Right. And I know in reality shows, you guys are editing out so much. You have other stuff you could fill that time with. I know you do.
And oh my God, it is so easy to tell. Reality shows are not realistic in any sense.
Right. They're totally scripted.
The only ones that I feel are pretty true are Survivor and Big Brother, because Big Brother has a 24-hour surveillance that you could go in and watch at any time.
Oh, that's cool.
So if they make things look as if they're not, or kind of switch the the dialogue at all, people that are hardcore and watch the 24 hours things will be like, that's not what's happening. And there's a huge controversy. And I love that.
Yes.
So Big Brother is pretty true. But so much people have come out and said oh, I didn't say that during that time. I was actually referring to this other thing, but they just spliced it.
Yeah.
And with the power of editing, you can make anything look like anything.
Absolutely.
You can take anything out of context because people are like, well, you said it. And you're like, I didn't. That is not at all in the context.
And if you watch closely, you can catch it. 1 second she's wearing lipstick, the next she's not.
And you see people being like, oh, and they do these really long pauses. And you can tell, you're like, that was probably nothing was going on. And this person is just staring out and disconnecting, disassociating. That has nothing to do with what's going on.
I love to when if the main focus is on somebody telling their truth or telling a secret or just saying something. And then it pans to the crowd and everyone has these weird different reactions. They're probably reacting to something completely different than actually what's happening. What they're showing.
I've done a stupid tiny little cooking shows or reality shows on YouTube way back in the day. I don't even know if they ever got posted. But there was so many times they're like, okay, let's just get some close-ups of you. Okay, look scared. Okay, look this. Okay, look this. And you're just doing these things. You have no idea where they're going to cut them.
Yes.
And
even game shows. I went to sit in on, I can't remember what the game show was, but Carlton from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is the host of it.
Oh, yeah.
And it's all scripted. They literally pause and they're like, okay, then we're gonna do this, and then you're gonna win this thing, and you got to scream really loud, and then the crowd has everything was scripted.
Yeah.
I was like,
I've been in the audience for a couple Ellen's game show and Ellen's actual show and a couple other things, and they go, okay, when we say clap, you clap. Okay, when we say cheer, you cheer. Okay, when we do this, when we do that, and oh man, JoJo was on Dancing with the Stars, and girl fucking crushed it. I loved it. I think she should have won. I am extremely biased, but I went to one of the tapings and I didn't want to go back because the amount of standing and clapping you have to do.
Yeah.
Holy hell.
That's what it was like when I went to American Idol too.
It's to me, it's not fun. She's like, do you want to come back to another taping? I was like, I love you. I support the shit out of you. You're crushing it. I'm good.
You're like, I'll call in at home.
Yeah, I'll vote for you. I'll post it on social media, but I do not want to stand there and clap for 3.5 hours straight.
Yeah.
Reality shows are tough. Even the quote unquote live ones. They're rough.
They're not fun. There's a reason why some of those shows will literally pay you to sit in the audience.
Yes.
Yeah, we did it in high school for like to get donations for choir. That's why we would go sit in on all these shows. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. And everything was scripted.
Yeah. Jeez Louise. People have asked me if I'd want to do reality shows, and people have wanted me to do Amazing Race. And I don't know if I think I could do pretty well with that.
I absolutely think you could do pretty well with
I could never do Survivor.
Really?
I am if I don't eat every 3 hours, I will just simply pass away. I'd simply vanish from the earth as we know it. I would turn into the sand beneath my feet. And but know
if you could eat, if that wasn't a part of Survivor, you could do it.
No, so I don't have that mindset. And this is also why I couldn't do Big Brother, because people are like, well, do Big Brother then, because it's the same thing minus the starving.
Yeah.
But I am not headstrong.
Okay.
So there's me I'm very fit. I'm very strong. I take really good care of myself. I'm pretty athletic. I look athletic, but I'm not actually that athletic because I just don't have that drive. So Abby does not work out. She's fit, but she doesn't work out as much. She is not as strong as me. Not saying she's not strong, but just comparatively, she is not built my way.
Yeah.
And if we wrestle, if we race, if we are competing in any physical sense of the word, she will beat me.
Yeah.
Because she is determined. She has that drive.
Yeah.
And people that win that shit just have that thing where they're like,
they just don't give up.
Yeah, it's like they disassociate when like they feel pain, but they don't. They're like, this is hurting. I'm not. It's not going to hurt me. I had a friend back in college. She did a competition cheer, and she was the same thing. She would never do push-ups, and then one day some dude would be like, yeah, I can do 50 push-ups. She goes, I can do 51, and they'd have a push-up competition, and she would beat him, and she'd be like, that I am in so much pain. I'm like, I would never be able to do that.
Home Chef is our sponsor for today. The holiday season is over, but the cold weather is definitely sticking around. Luckily, Home Chef is delivering healthy new recipes and your favorite comfort foods to help you stay cozy, and you never have to leave your house. Home Chef delivers fresh ingredients and chef-design recipes convenient to your doorstep to simplify your cooking experience. Users of leading meal kits have rated Home Chef #1 in quality, convenience, value, taste, and recipe ease, which is something I definitely look for. They have over 30 options a week and serve a variety of dietary needs. Plus, it's economical. Home Chef customers save an average of $86 per month on groceries, which is a big deal with the price of groceries right now. And when meal planning ends up on the back burner, check out Home Chef's new 5-ingredient meals that simplify prep with super easy recipe steps using just 5 fresh, pre-portioned ingredients. For a limited time, Home Chef is offering my listeners 18 free meals, plus free desserts for life, and of course, free shipping on your first box. Go to homechef.com/Rachel. That's homechef.com/Rachel for 18 free meals and free dessert for life. Homechef.com/Rachel. You must be an active subscriber to receive the free dessert.
I had a friend one time that injured their leg, and they were just, I think it was like 2 or 3 weeks that they were working, because we used to work together, working on this leg and just doing everything. They were also like a football coach for kids, just doing all this stuff, but limping around because their leg hurt so bad. They end up finding out they tore their ACL.
Their ACL? Mm-hmm. You can't walk on that shit.
No, was walking. Yeah. Just drove through the pain.
No, I made a comment the other day where I'm like, if something hurts, I give up. And someone's like, well, privilege, that must be nice. And I'm like, I'm talking about things that don't matter.
Right.
If someone is under a car, I will lift the car.
Right.
But if someone said, lift this car, I'd be like, no, that seems like a lot of work. I don't want to do that.
But it's also very smart to know your limits too.
That's the thing, is I'm so scared of hurting myself. Also, I just don't care that much.
Yeah.
So if I'm
like,
wrestling,
why? What's the point? Who am I proving it to?
Yeah.
Myself?
We actually, had to make a rule, no more wrestling in our group, because there's half of us are just like, I don't care. And the other half is like, there's something that gets in them. There's that drive. You have it too.
Somebody's going to die.
Someone's going to get hurt. And I'm just that person where if you go against me and I feel it's getting too competitive, I'm like, it's not worth it for one of us to accidentally get hurt.
Yeah.
I have nothing to prove.
Absolutely.
It's not fun to lose.
Yes.
But I rather lose than hurt myself. I'm 33.
Yeah.
I don't need to be competing in sock wrestling and leg wrestling. I'll do it once or twice, and then if it starts to hurt, I'm like, what is the point?
Right.
And that's what I meant the other day. I said like, oh, if it hurts, I give up. Something like, must be nice. When it doesn't fucking matter.
Right. What's the point?
Like if I had to carry your body down a hill to get you to safety, I would carry your body down the hill without thinking twice about it.
You had to carry Blaze for 4 hours.
You did that once.
You couldn't continue walking.
You know, if there's no other option, if it's for survival, it's for someone's safety, I'll obviously do it.
Yes. And even in that moment, like when we had to carry Blaze, I kept saying to all of us as we were taking turns, I'm like, wow, this is a moment that truly shows you what you're capable of if you have no choice.
Yeah. And like a game show, people are like, well, if you went on Survivor, like it's $250,000, $1 million on the line. I'd be like, to me, that's not my physical health and safety. There's no price for it.
Yeah.
Like you can't put a price on it.
Absolutely.
So I wouldn't be able, in Big Brother, if you hold on to a pole for 4 hours straight, I'd be like, vote me off.
I don't even, it is still wild to me that people are even capable of doing something like that. Whenever Dylan and I have to do something that requires like upper body strength or something, I always think to myself, I try to push myself in a way where I'm like, imagine like you're hanging off a cliff and you've let go of this cliff, you're gonna die, your life depends on it, you can do it. And I'm like, I let go because I'm like, I would die. I can't do it.
No.
I would absolutely die. If my life depended on running fast or upper body strength, just take me out. I would die.
I saw this thing. So every time I do abs, I do planks.
Okay.
I hold them for a minute. I'll do 3 sets of 1 minute planks. Okay. And it's a struggle every time. And at the 40-second mark, I always look at my timer at the 40-second, like my body knows.
Yes.
And then I was so like, okay, I can do a minute plank. And I know there's people that do 3-minute planks.
There's people who do like 7-minute planks.
Dude, because some people like that have that drive, that determination, they disassociate. They're no longer in their body.
I also feel like there are some people that like the pain.
Yeah. There are women that can orgasm from ab workouts because you're flexing and releasing so much. There are women who orgasm doing ab workouts.
Oh my God.
So wait, but then I saw,
That's so crazy.
World record for longest time doing a plank.
Dude, what a motivational way to get somebody to do some sit-ups.
Right? Guess what the longest time held for a plank is. Just guess.
Okay, I'm gonna guess 120 minutes.
9 hours and 38 minutes, 47 seconds. This man, Joseph Slang, in 2023, held a plank for almost 10 hours.
Just because he wanted to
have the world record. I mean, dude, fuck yeah.
Yeah, not taking away how cool, I mean, I guess how hard it is, but
no,
couldn't be me.
I'm struggling at 40 seconds. And I'm pretty fit, I feel. Yeah. I've been working on my things. I have a little bit of an ab.
Right.
Almost to my second.
Pretty strong, yeah.
Yeah. No. 9 hours and 38 minutes. I just couldn't. I could work out every day for the rest of my life, and I would never achieve that because I don't have that certain drive.
I know exactly what you're talking about. And what's even crazier is eventually someone's going to come along that's going to beat that record. For fun.
That's
for fun.
Unfathomable. How does that even happen?
No, thank you.
And because like,
sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say our group. There's people in our group that arm wrestle. Yeah. Abby has beat some of the strongest people in our group because she has that. I call it like it's scary. Yeah. Her eyes. You know what? You don't read, but other people know what I'm talking about. In romance novels or like fiction or fantasy or whatever, they'll be like, his eyes went dark. And you're like, how do eyes go dark? Abby's eyes go dark.
Yeah, it's because the pupils take over.
Yeah, like, we're always talking like, I'm taller, bigger, more mask. And so when we go out and there's like shit happening, people think I'm going to be the one that like steps up and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, no, don't be scared of me.
Yeah.
Be scared of Abby. Yeah. she, if something happens and I have to get in a fight, I'm be like, nah, hold on. Let me tap out real quick.
Yes.
Let me switch. Because you're going to get your ass handed to you, not by me, but by my tiny little girlfriend.
What's the most like painful physical pain you've ever felt in your life?
Oh God!
Not emotional, obviously, but like physical.
When I was a
injury.
kid, I got my finger slammed in the locking mechanism of car door.
Oh, I did that too.
And that's how this one's all fucked up. I got 3 fingernails on 1 finger now, and I had to get stitches. My nail fell off. It wasn't cute. But I've never broken anything.
Yeah.
My friend accidentally headbutted my nose once in a football huddle, and I got a bloody nose. I've jammed fingers, but honestly. You know what? The most recent one since I've been an adult. That has. I forgot about that. Actually, I didn't because working out, I felt a tinge again. My shoulder is messed up. I have an unsupported AC joint and a torn something or other, and but that's more of like a dull, constant, just pain that's always there. But like a big boom of hurt was when I slipped on the stairs and my ass hit the corner of my brick steps. That was last year, I think, during the rainy season.
Yeah, that was bad.
That hurt. And it's so crazy. I realized when you're a kid and you get hurt, you cry out of fear.
Yeah.
And when you're an adult, I haven't cried from physical pain. I can't remember the last time I did that. And it's because the second I know I'm okay, it's like panic. I'm going to be okay. Yeah. Oh, this hurts and I'm frustrated. Yeah. But I'm not crying out of pain.
Yeah. You know you're going to be okay. But it's just like, oh, that hurts.
Yeah. Oh, man. There's been times where I was like laying floor. If I'm doing something like that, my back will give out. And I just have to lay on my back and I'm immobile for a good 2 minutes.
Back pain hurts too.
But I haven't really done much because I'm I have arthritis in my knee. I have a bad shoulder. I know my lungs can't hold up. I've never been able to breathe out of my nose well.
Yeah.
So I don't push myself or do things where I have the possibility of getting hurt.
Or exacerbate.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. Yeah. And I'm like careful with myself because I love my life. I love my body. I love being able. I don't want to hurt myself.
Yes.
What about you? When was the last time you felt immense pain?
I mean, the most painful thing that's ever happened to me physically was dislocating my knee. That was absolutely on a whole other level type of pain. In comparison to all the other things that have happened to me.
You've gotten kicked in the face by a horse?
Yeah, but I didn't feel that though because it just knocked me out.
You got bit in the face by a dog?
Yes, that hurt too. That felt like somebody had thrown a baseball on my face. It was so weird how that hurt.
I have been bit on the arm and I really did think it broke. Like I was luckily wearing a sweater and it didn't break skin, but it did feel like my arm was broken.
It hurts. I don't know what the science is behind that. I don't know if it's because it's not necessarily like, it's a bite force because they have such a strong bite force.
Yeah.
So what is it called? Like PSI or something or whatever they call it. But yeah, it felt like somebody had thrown a baseball to my face.
Yeah, because I always thought getting bit, it would feel more like a slice.
Yeah, like a knife cut or a paper cut or something.
But no, it feels like a crush.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
It feels like you've just been like slammed between,
like socked or something. Yeah,
it's
and it
so
creates
weird.
this hard knot kind of thing too. And if it gets nerves, then that just like fucks it all up too.
Oh yeah.
But the knee injury was absolutely the worst. And then I would say probably my back injury was the second worst, and then the dog bite. If I want to say my adult life, I think it's honestly the dog bite. That is because it was something I've never experienced before. Yeah.
And then falling down the stairs, and then every time my back gives out, and my shoulder is just constant.
Yeah.
Being a grown up is fun. Power to you though if you have that drive.
Yeah.
If you have that determination, holy hell. Because I really wish I had it sometimes.
Yeah.
I work out and I'm like, let's add up 0.5 pounds every 3 weeks. Whoop-de-doo. And I've gotten comments being like, Rachel, you could do so much more if you just pushed yourself. No, thank you.
It's honestly smart for, like you said, though, for what? You're not trying to be a competition person. You're not trying.
No.
So what? And you already know your limits, your shoulder and everything. So for what?
Yeah. I'm like, I'm working out so that I stay active because I feel like that is one of the greatest ways I can take care of myself.
Sorry, he looks so cute.
He does. But I feel like that's one of the greatest ways I can take care of myself is just staying active.
Yeah.
So I want to make sure I have muscle on me, that I'm always strong, but I'm not trying to.
When I work out with Dylan, he'll like have like, I don't even understand sometimes how much weight that he does, and he'll have all this weight, and he'll be doing it, and he's like, and I'm just looking at him like, that shit hurts. I know it hurts. And I always say to him, why don't you take it down like 5 pounds so you could do like more? And he still does a lot of reps though. And so, but then I asked him like, so are you being dramatic? Because in your face, you're like making it seem like it's, and I realize he's being dramatic because I realize when he shows me workouts and the weight will be like 50% or more or less. And he's showing me the workouts. He's still like, he's still like doing the same thing, you know? And I'm like, oh, it's just what you do.
I hate making those faces. I have a mirror in my gym and I accidentally make those faces every once in a while. I'm like, ew, stop it. But like I'm straining so much that it's literally happening and I can't stop it. I'm like, I don't like it.
I actually enjoy because at first like I started doing it too, and Dylan thought I was making fun of him, and I was like, no, I'm sorry. I told him, I was like, I didn't mean to make fun of you. I was like, I actually like that you do it because when I'm struggling, it makes me feel less weird.
It's so weird. I had a person, my Botox lady, I don't understand. Some people get Botox and it lasts 7 months, and mine starts to wear off after 2 months. And I went back, and I was like, what the hell? She goes, do you work out? And I was like, yeah. And she goes, yeah, working out and it seems like you have a very fast metabolism. I was like, yeah. She goes, that makes it wear off faster. I was like, what the hell?
Oh my gosh.
Because I'm not lazy?
That's not fair.
Yeah, I was like, I should be the opposite.
Yeah, that's not fair at all.
I've been blessed with amazing things and it makes my Botox not work. What was me?
I have to go sooner.
This is ridiculous. All right. So we're going to play a game, and which will probably lead us to just yapping a little bit more. Also, God, the new word is yapping, or I think it's on its way out, but I just can't keep up. I feel so old now.
Yapping?
Yeah,
it means the new word?
Yapping. It's like when you talk a lot.
Yeah, but I thought that's been a word.
It's been for like a couple months.
No, since I was a child.
It's coming back around.
Oh, okay. I was going to say.
Oh my God. I tried on a pair. I wear Levi's. Those are my normal because I can get them waist by height. It's not just like an 8.
Yeah.
Let's hope it fits. So I have a bunch of Levi's, and Levi's are expensive.
Yes.
They're very expensive.
Never owned a pair.
Yeah. That's I just like once a year I'll buy a couple.
Yes.
And it is so annoying because styles come in and out.
Mm-hmm.
And I found a pair of black Levi's. I was like, oh, why haven't I worn these? And I put them on, and they're not skinny jeans, but they're on the edge of being skinny.
Yeah. Just that like straight leg.
Yeah, they're straight leg, not baggy at all. And I tried them on. I was like, hey, these fit. They fit perfect.
Yeah.
And Abby goes, they look a little like skinny jeans. I was like, yeah, they're not in. She goes, no, they're not. And I was like, but do they look cute? And she goes, yeah, they look really good on you. But they're not in.
I hate
that. And I was
that.
like, should I just save these for when this style does come back in?
Yes.
She's like, yes. And I was like, I hate doing that because you could hold on to clothes for so long and it never comes back in or whatever. But I don't want to get rid of them because they're expensive.
Yeah. See, that's why I just wear what I wear because I can't financially keep up.
No.
When was the last time, other than those like one pair of jeans that I have that are a little baggy, but they have rips in them? When was the last time you see me in jeans? Because all the jeans I have are outdated. So I'm like, I'm just gonna wear my leggings.
Yeah, I mean that's fine. I just like I'm filming myself so often and
editing
myself so much.
I totally get it. If I could go do it, I absolutely would.
Yes,
I envy those who can.
Yeah.
But I can't.
But I couldn't. I was like so mad.
Which is too much. I can't.
So I do have a drawer of my nicest skinny jeans.
Yes.
And then my nicest other jeans that are out of style. I'm like, the bitches are coming back.
Yes.
Like
that's why I'm just working on my
stretches
so that hopefully I can become as tall as you, so then I can wear your clothes.
Okay, touch your toes every day.
Yeah, I'm reaching up and you're like,
dude, I posted a TikTok. Or I made a vertical video that I put on TikTok, Instagram.
Saw that. The one where you're trying to do this little stand thing?
Yeah. It's a yoga pose where your yoga people can do it and I can't. I found out, thank you person who commented out, my hands were backwards.
Yeah, I saw that.
So I need to attempt it again, maybe. But the last time I did one of those, it blew up. This time didn't blow up. Doesn't really matter. You never know with the internet.
Never, especially TikTok.
Know.
Yeah.
No. And so, but I posted it on Snapchat Spotlight, which is where you're supposed to put your edited together things. I don't get paid for those, but it's what gets traction to my channel where then people can follow me.
Okay.
and it got flagged for AI content because it was a person doing an unnatural body movement. They thought the person in the beginning, because it
was AI.
Yeah, because they didn't think anyone could physically do that. And I appealed it and it went through and it was like, oh yeah, fine, your video is fine. But it got taken down because the chick in the beginning was doing something so unnatural that the system thought there's no way a human being could do that.
No. That's crazy.
Well, I did half of it. So
that is wild.
Call me a robot.
Honestly, though, kind of cool though that it's that sensitive to catch possibly AI stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
But that's very interesting.
Yeah, and it didn't do well on any platform, and I have a feeling it might be things like that do get suppressed.
Yeah, the algorithm maybe like reads it like that or something. Yeah, that's very true.
It was weird.
I was also thinking randomly, like, I wonder if there's something to do with like what videos you do stitch or not, and how like it perceiving it as not necessarily copyright, but you kind of having the rights to just repost it, unless it's like one of the, like, because on TikTok it gives you the option to like stitch something, you know. But like I also was thinking that too, like if I wanted to make an Instagram video and stitch something in the beginning, but I'm just pulling it from a video that I see, I
never really know. It's so hard because I see people getting away with shit that I know the second I did that I would get flagged.
Oh, totally,
like crazy. I know there's people that hate me, that hate watch me, and boy, whoever you are welcome.
Yeah.
For all of the content I'm giving you to hate. I thought about this the other day. I went, God damn it. To hate me, like from my past, like someone from high school who hates me, how goddamn lucky are they that they get to see all of my shit? They can
all of it
deep dive. Because there's been people being like, I think I'm like, wow, whatever that person's up to. And I'm like, damn it, their Instagram's private, can't see shit.
Right.
Anyone has that thought about me?
Literally me.
Luckiest
it's
motherfuckers.
So easy to Google me too, but nothing of yours is privated.
You can Google my name and say scandal, drama, cancel it. Oh, all everything. This shit will come up. You are welcome. You are welcome for the mindless scrolling you and your friends in your group chat can do.
Right. Just validate your hate as much as you want. Turn nothing into something.
I am, if anything, I am just the most entertaining person, whether that you want to hate watch me or not. That being said, again, you are welcome. You are so welcome. If you hate me and you hate watch me, 1, thanks for the view, boo. 2, you're welcome. And if you constantly hate watch me, guess what? You're a fan. Congratulations.
Yeah, you're a hater fan.
You're a hater fan.
Mic drop.
I do not hate watch people. I don't understand the concept. I guess it's because I have a fulfilling, happy life and I have a positive soul and I don't have rot within me.
I don't hate watch people either. Like it literally brings me joy to ignore the people that I hate.
Oh, it brings me so much joy.
Yeah, it brings me peace too.
Oh yeah. Like I've every once in a while I've like thought about like what that person's up to and gone and like kind of scrolled through their Instagram.
Yeah.
But I've never like hate watched someone. I don't even know where.
I do have those people too where like we're not friends anymore, close anymore, but sometimes I will check up once in a while. What are you doing?
Yeah.
You know, what's your life look like now? But those people I don't hate. We're just distant now. I don't like the people that I hate, and that's a very small list. But the people that I hate, no. And my social media is messy because I swear it's the people that I hate that they're always like, hey, do you want to follow this person now? And I'm like, yeah. Like
there have been so many people where shit's gone down and I don't unfollow. It's very rare I unfollow. And then they'll come up in my suggested. And I'm like, I never unfollowed them.
Yep.
And then I've learned that people block me and then unblock me so that I no longer follow them. And I was like,
that is what I do though. I've always blocked and unblocked because I'm like, if I don't want to follow you anymore, I don't want you following me either.
I don't give a fuck. I don't have time.
Yes.
Oh my God.
But that should make you feel so good. You're like, wow. You're so worried, so pressed about me.
That's what I think. I'm like, good God, you were that pressed that I follow you?
Yes. I used to be when I was younger, and like I had a bunch of people following me like on Instagram that I went to school with and stuff. That like in school we definitely would have talked to each other in class. We definitely would have talked to each other in the hallway. You know, I can't say we were best friends or anything, and we stayed in contact, but for sure we talked.
Yeah.
And like these people either were following me on Instagram at one point or on Facebook, and then randomly they're just not friends with me anymore. And I used to have a problem where it would bother me so bad that I actually would message them and I would ask them, and I would be
drama.
I know. And there was a few of them where many people just literally read and didn't respond.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, what have I done? Like,
Yeah.
the only thing I think is like political or whatever. Maybe I posted something you don't agree with or whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm like, but I also am just like fat. Like, I want to know, like, what did I do? Tell me. Like, I'm curious. And there was a couple of people that I messaged, but most people would respond. They'd always be like, oh, I didn't even realize it must have been like a glitch or it must have like blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, whatever, you know.
Like,
but
some people there are people who are like, I only want people I'm truly close with following me. And like, I'll respect that, whatever. But people that aren't picky and do that shit to me, I'm like,
but the other thing
I didn't do shit.
But the other thing that's interesting to me too are the amount of people where I'm like, we did not like each other in school and you're requesting to follow me, or you're messaging me randomly and be like, oh my god, how are you, like, blah, blah. I'm like, don't talk to me. There's this one girl in elementary school, I won't say her name just in case she's still watching me, and her and I never got along, and I never knew why. She was so rude, and she's 1 grade ahead of me. And I remember when I was in 5th grade and she was in 6th grade, we like had mutual friends, and she said something to me like I just like, you're annoying, or I don't like you, or said something like that to me. Finally just called it out. And I was older than her because I was born in the summer, so that like changes things when you start school, right?
Yeah.
So technically I was older than her, even though I was a grade younger than her.
Oh.
And we knew, well, this was something known in the friend group. And I remember I looked at her, I was like, you should respect your elders. That's all I said to her.
You're so stupid.
But then years later, she randomly is like trying to be my friend on Facebook and shit. I'm like, we don't like each other. Or the other thing that happened recently, there's this guy in high school. Fuck you. There's this.
Whoa, god damn.
There's
Fuck
this,
you. Yeah.
There was this guy in high school who I definitely had a crush on him. I thought he was cute, light-skinned boy with green eyes, you know. And so I totally thought he was cute.
That's cute.
Yeah, totally thought he was cute. And started talking to him. Come to find out, he's like just like not like a fuck boy, but not like a player cool fuck boy. A fuck boy where everyone's like, nah, he's a loser, honestly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that kind of fuck boy.
Yeah.
Like he's just a dick. And so I didn't know that though. So I'm like flirting with him, whatever. I kind of like him. And then there was another guy that I kind of liked too. He was taller. He had colored eyes too. Football team. And so both of them, I kind of like both of them, right? Come to find out, I ended up dating the taller guy, but this guy, I'm trying to remember exactly what happened, but something along the lines of like, he asked me to give him oral sex, right? And I remember at first I said yes when he was using the verbiage he was using. I mean, we could use it here. He was saying head. I didn't know what head was when he was asking me about it.
God.
And asking me to like meet him in the locker room. Like, but I didn't know what head was. I do genuinely remember
You're like,
that.
I'm gonna figure it out when I get there.
Right. And so when I was in the locker room with him, you know, we were like kind of kissing or whatever, liked him. And then somebody I knew walked into the locker room and it was like this like awkward thing. And then after that, he ended up going out and like telling everybody that I gave him a head. And I didn't in that moment. I you know, we got a little physical later, but he ended up telling everybody that I gave him a head. I didn't know this at first. So I looked like just an idiot, like walking around school.
You.
Right. Walk around school, like flirting with him, whatever, until people come and start telling me that he's just going back and telling everybody like, oh, I kissed her today, or oh, I did that. He's just telling everybody, even things that weren't true, he was telling people. So I totally stopped talking to him. And then he's like randomly trying to add me on Instagram and shit. And I'm like, I fucking hate you. Like, you literally were one of the reasons that you made high school so awful for me. The other guy, I ended up actually dating the other guy because he was like coming at me hardcore too, even though he knew that this was coming at me. Come to find out years later.
You've told me about this.
Yes. Years later, the other guy, but the other guy called me and apologized and said, I have to get this off my chest and tell you. And he said, we literally, like me and a couple other guys, we had a bet on like who could get you first and like who could get you to sleep with them. And I'm like,
oh.
And then you're trying to add me on. No.
I will say, tall guy, good for him for coming clean and apologizing.
Yeah.
Fuck you for originally doing that.
Yeah.
I
did get him back though.
I remember you telling me about it.
Should I tell
No.
Yeah, no, that's not going to go well.
I remember in high school, I was friends with a bunch of guys, and one of them would get so upset. Him and his guy friends on every Monday, they'd get together and discuss like, oh, who got to what base.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, fuck, I was so pissed. I got a hand job from this chick, but then blah, 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 I got head from this other girl. How does he always get head? I don't understand. I can only get hand jobs. And I'm like,
it's crazy.
You don't even care about that. And it made me so
It's literally
disgusted.
like tallying points.
Yeah.
Something. It is. It is so wild. And that's why it's so important to talk to your children, especially your daughters, so they know what the fuck this shit is. So they don't agree to shit and they don't like get themselves in a situation that they can't get out of. Like,
high school boys are trash.
Yeah, absolute trash, dude.
Their hormones, they're always trying to impress each other. All they care, like, it is a stereotype, but it's so fucking true. 99.999% of them, all they care or think about is sex.
Absolutely, especially in that time. And I had no respect for myself as a young girl either, because I didn't know. I was very rebellious, difficult childhood, had no relationship with my father, no good relationship with men in general for the most part. And like, it's just so bad sometimes to think it, like, no one to protect me, and I didn't even know how to protect myself in those moments.
Yeah.
Like,
and you shouldn't have to, because you're a kid.
right.
I thought about this the other day, and I was like, I don't think 18 is old enough to be an adult.
Oh, no, I think it's at least should be like 22, 25.
Like, girl, I'm just figuring it out.
Right.
At 33.
Or if anything, 20. Like, get out of the teens.
Yes. Like a teenager's a teenager.
Your brain isn't even done developing at 18.
No. Women, I think, are closer to development around 22, and guys are like 25, 26.
I actually saw something recently that said guys are done developing in their 40s.
Dear God.
Yeah.
Oh, dear God.
Or reach maturity or something like that I read in their 40s.
That is insane.
Like they really have to go through the majority of their life.
They have to go through half their life before they figure it out.
Is that why so many men in their 40s and 50s have this final epiphany of like
midlife crisis?
Exactly. And then they date somebody
That's
younger.
What I have always said. Women go through it. I've said this before. I'm going to say it again. Women's quote unquote midlife crisis is their late 20s, early 30s. And men's is in their 40s.
Yeah.
And it's just, and it tracks with our development, because women, if you know them, around their late 20s is when they realize if they actually want kids, what career they want to do. And what sucks is a lot of the time they're already stuck with a husband and kids.
Yeah.
So there's not much else they can do. They might change their career a little bit. They might start their Etsy shop. They might take up a new hobby. But that is when women, in my experience, I have seen that is when they really start truly figuring themselves out.
Yeah.
Late 20s, early 30s. Yeah. And then men, it's 10 to 15 years later.
Absolutely. That's been my experience watching other people's relationships over the few years.
I have seen so many women get divorced and find what they were really looking for, or finally start having kids, or completely changing their careers around that time. And what's great about the later generations, or the newer millennials, is that we aren't getting married as quick.
Yes.
So we
have time.
And that's why, like, when men have their midlife crisis, they end up fucking their secretary, buying a car.
I was going to say, I have a theory to go to your theory. I feel like men end up going through their life crisis in their 40s and try to get like who they want to be together, because their women go through those crises in their 30s, and those women most likely probably had to go through motherhood and all this stuff without too much support from homeboy over there.
Yeah.
And so now his ego is fragile, because like his wife isn't all about just being a mother or all about taking care of them anymore. So then he fucking spirals, and he's just like, well, I have to find myself, and the best way for a man like that to find himself is in some pussy. So
well, it's not the best way. It's
in their mind.
In their mind, what needs to happen, what will make them more of a man or figure their things out, and blah, 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 blah.
And mind you, talking about a very specific, obviously, kind of relationship. Not all people.
I did see a meme, though, that was like, oh, the boomers were rich when their midlife crisis was buying a car.
Yeah, right.
I was like, try
Literally.
doing that now.
Or a motorcycle.
Yeah.
Like,
God, couldn't be us now.
Right.
It's insane. But yeah, I really think that, like, I've watched all my friends do it, and they figure their shit out.
Right.
It's like, that's when your brain is, I think, done developing. You've experienced life.
That's also why it's not fair that women biologically, for the most part, like, have a harder time getting pregnant after 30, 35, 40.
Yeah.
It should be longer than that. It is not fair.
It's crazy that we're in our prime at 18, 19, but we are dumb.
Right.
We have
learning.
Yeah. Like, that's when we're supposed to have babies.
You want me to have a baby when I still am one?
Like, that's insane.
I'm a
child.
Like, oh.
Even if you have a baby at 24, for those who have done it and love it, I'm so happy for you. And if that's because there are some people who are like, since I was born, have wanted to be a mother.
Right.
And they are able to fulfill that, and they are so happy. Oh, to be you, I am so happy for you. But I've seen a lot of women who are like, I love my child. I wish I could have figured things out. They're like, they love their kids so much.
They wouldn't change it.
They wouldn't change it, but that's like, it prevented them from achieving something that they were kind of drawn to or wanted to do or figure out too late that was their calling.
Right.
And that sucks.
Yeah, that absolutely does suck. I have a couple friends that are like that.
I think it's great that women are having babies later. While it does suck, though, that our bodies aren't as equipped to handle it.
Yeah.
And you're gonna die sooner in your child's life.
Life is just so unfair for women.
Yeah.
Especially.
Yeah. And like, did you know a lot of, I think it's not all, I don't know how to phrase it. A lot of autism is linked to
men.
The man's age. The older the man is, the older the man is, the higher the odds of a child being autistic or having autism.
I did see something recently that basically saying,
is autistic or has autism? This is a debate I keep hearing, and I do not know the correct term.
Wait, say the sentence again.
For a child, it's a greater chance for the child to be autistic or a greater chance of the child having autism.
I think it just depends on how you say it.
Well, because
if you say a greater chance that the child might be born autistic, or if you say a greater chance,
I've heard of people being like, I've heard the fight of don't call us autistic, I'm someone with autism, and then I've heard don't say I have autism, I am autistic.
I'm not the one to ask.
So I think it's person to person. So if I have said it wrong, I apologize, and I've said it right, great.
Yeah,
but.
No, I actually don't know. I did not know
It's like the medical field wants one way and then the community wants another, but then different people in the community want something different. I don't quite know.
Yeah, I don't know. But I did see something that said that science has proven that the majority of birth issues or issues with the baby do come from the man.
Of course.
And I just think to myself, imagine how many women back in the day
were
so
just bad
ridiculed because they couldn't make a baby, they couldn't keep a baby, they couldn't whatever. And it was probably the man's fault.
They couldn't give their husband a healthy, happy child or something.
Right, exactly.
Which is bullshit, but...
So crazy.
Oh, I hate it. I originally started this rant to talk about people that hate on my account, and I cannot remember my original point, but I remember it was funny. And I'm so sorry for all of you for not being able to hear the punchline to my joke that I was setting up and then got distracted.
We also were going to start a game, and then we just started
my God! I forgot about that. What was it though? I was like, people that hate my account, hate watch. I don't know.
It'll come to you later in bed.
Yeah, I will. Or when I watch this back, because I'm gonna listen to this back and be like, "Fuck!"
That's what I was gonna say.
Oh.
You know what? I was gonna say a game we could end with, because I don't know and I just saw it on a trend of this on TikTok, and I think it's hilarious. Is saying like Gen Z words like stigma or sigma or whatever, and then I have to try to guess what.
I'd have to look them up.
Oh, you don't know what they are? I thought you
do.
Knew
I look like I know?
I thought you just like had to.
I've been dressing like a soccer mom lately. I don't fucking know.
Or then that's better, right? Because we could look up the list of words and then we could try to both guess.
Okay, Gen Z words.
Yes.
Hold on.
Some of them I heard. I was like, what?
Okay, some of these are really easy. Bet.
Okay, obviously.
Bet.
Yeah, bet.
Fam. We know what fam is.
Yeah. Okay.
Salty.
Wait. No, aren't there some? What did I see on the TikTok chart? And I still don't know what they are. But like I saw
drip, ghosted, goat, high key, basic, big yikes, cap, chuggy, fire, riz. Chuggy. It's
like a loogie?
No, it's a word to describe. Actually, no, this one. It's a word to describe millennial decor or like millennial things. Yeah, so like that farmhouse vibe. It's very chuggy. It's like a way to say
that's chuggy very, like short for some.
Couldn't tell you why. But it says chuggy. Are you cool or are you chuggy? This word is used to describe uncool things that are either out of style or trying too hard to be in style.
Okay.
So that's how people refer to a lot of millennial shit.
Chuggy. How do you spell it?
God. CHEUGY. Chuggy.
No.
Chuggy. Okay. The other ones. Fire, Riz, Simp, Sus, Bussin, No Cap, Lit, Stan, W.
Stan?
When you stan someone, you'd be like a fan of them.
Okay. I stan, like you say I stan you?
Yeah.
Or I stan them?
Yes.
Okay.
That's exactly what it is. It's like a stalker fan though. It's like you're a mix between a stalker and a fan. Like you're really obsessed.
Okay. That makes sense.
W.
Just a W?
Just a W.
Would it win? Like a
L? It's a win.
Okay.
It's like a L. It's a W.
I was like, please.
Bougie.
Okay.
Extra. Glow up. Hits different. That's
it that comes up?
That's all.
What was the other one? There was like a skibbity doo wop skidoo one.
Are you sure? Okay, here's another list.
Yes. Okay.
8. Someone
Yes,
8.
I know that.
Amped. I'm amped
Like
for tonight.
amped,
yeah.
yeah.
Bay. Okay,
Yeah.
that is...
These for some reason feel more like millennial words.
Yeah.
Except for chuggy.
Yeah, well, yeah, this is like a millennial trying to write out the Gen Z words.
Right.
Basic, bet, bougie, big yikes, bruh, bussin', cap, no cap, canceled, CEO, chuggy, clapback, clout, curve. I haven't heard curve before.
Curve?
Oh, when you curve
curve
someone.
you.
Yeah. Like when someone tries to kiss you and you curve them.
Yeah.
Dank. Dead or spelled D-E-D.
D-E-D? That's
Yeah,
how they
but it's
spell
like, oh, yeah, it was so funny. I'm dead. Delulu, drip, dupe. Dupe is like when you know what a dupe is?
Like dupe?
No.
I don't know. Like when someone's trying to hit you and you dupe.
No. It's ducking.
Or, stop doing a dupe. Go dupe. You know that girl with her hair?
A dupe is a knockoff version of something expensive.
Oh. I was like, I don't know.
Are you gonna sit behind me? Okay.
It's gonna simp you.
Don't. Okay, I'm gonna curve your kisses,
He's
bruh.
like, wow, mom, you have so much riz.
Ah, no cap. All right. Extra, fam, thinna, fire,
No, these words been around.
gas, ghosted, giving me life, glow up, goat, green flag, red flag, guap.
Guap.
Guap is
like
money.
sloppy head.
It's a lot of money. Guap. Sloppy head. Guap.
Guap. Guap. Are you gonna give me that guap tonight?
Ew. That's Haktua. That's a Haktua girl. Gucci hits different. Ick. I'm baby. I'm dead. It's giving. IRL. It's sending me.
Do you know what I'm talking about though?
No.
That's like skibbity something.
I feel like that's false. I feel like that's made up.
Go to TikTok real quick and type in like Gen Z, parents say Gen Z words.
I feel like it's
They're faking it, maybe.
Yeah.
They're just yeah, skibbity something riz.
I don't think that's real.
I thought look in the comments.
Skibbity. I feel like they're skibbity toilet riz.
Well, that's how he said it because he read it wrong.
Oh well, how the fuck are you supposed to say it?
They shouldn't write it on the top.
No. Yeah, skibbity toilet riz. Skibbity.
Oh, so maybe they're
toilet
just
riz?
messing with him then. Because I was watching that and I was like, what does that
All
mean?
right, I'm gonna type it in. Okay,
What is it?
a slang term that refers to the popular YouTube series Skibbity Toilet.
Oh.
The term skibbity is often used as a nonsense word that can mean good, cool, bad, or evil. Well, that's confusing.
What?
It's good, bad, or well.
So how's your dinner? Skibbity.
Skibbity
Like that?
skibbity.
If
That
anyone
is-
ever answered a question
No.
like skibbity, I'd go like this. I'd go, I just smack you.
It sounds like a boomer making fun of Gen Z slang.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, what's the skibbity doop?
Yeah, exactly. What's the skibbity thingy?
What are you
Yeah.
gonna skibbity dop to doop?
Yeah,
you gonna
right,
go
exactly.
skibbity down to the street?
So
it's
weird.
Oh,
I'm gonna be thinking about chuggy for a while though.
chuggy's real. Chuggy's been around for a bit.
Really, I've never heard
Yeah.
that word.
But it's mainly I've heard it be referred to as millennials.
Oh,
like,
man.
that shit's chuggy. The farmhouse vibe.
Very like what's the word I'm looking for?
Dated.
No, when it's not cluttered.
Minimalistic.
Yes, thank you. Right?
I don't know.
Isn't that millennial?
Is
Minimal-
it?
Minimalistic because we grew up with parents that were freaking
Oh,
hoarders
yeah.
and had furniture on every wall.
Oh my god, the big thick wood furniture.
The wood. Did you guys ever had the wood thing that like it's like a desk and it has that piece that like pulls down
the roll
and then
desk.
you-
The roll desk. Yeah, I know. We didn't. Oh, we did have one.
Everyone, I
Yeah.
swear, everyone's dad or grandpa had one of those. I swear.
Dude, Abby and I were watching a movie from the early 90s or the late 80s. I don't remember what it was. And there was about these rich, top of the line CEO business people in New York, whatever. And there's a shot in their bedroom. And Abby goes, if someone made me walk into or sleep in a bedroom like that, I would think that is so outdated and cheap and gross. But back then, that was the top of the line.
Yes.
Shit.
Yes.
Thinking back to what was the top of the line back then is now like that you can't even find anymore because it's so gross.
You just have a giant cabinet full of glass that you never use.
Dude, China?
Yeah, like
What? Like the dishes,
Cristal.
not the place.
Yeah.
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 Oh, my mom has been cleaning out her garage since before I was born.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Do you want these?" And she's like, "Nice crystal plates." And I was like, "Sure, why not?" And I'm like, Wait, these are just sitting in my garage. I'm not gonna fucking use
Yeah,
these.
for what? For
Where
what?
the queen goes?
Or we had our grandfather clock that was just like so
Oh,
scary. It was like it
God.
was summoning all the spirits from the land our house was built on or something. It was the scariest clock.
God. But I mean, when we're 60, people are going to look at whatever the fuck we got going on and be like, why are people doing all these open concepts with wood accents?
Right. No, 100%.
I love an open concept.
I do too.
Let me see everything.
I love a good minimalistic, either like jungle theme or farmhouse theme. Like you can't convince me other. Sorry. I like the feng shui of the wood, the metal, the copper.
Yeah.
Like that's my jam.
But
But
so many different
lately
style
people
houses.
are doing a what is it called? It's like it looks like a unicorn walked in and threw up on everything. Have you
Oh,
seen that? It's
God.
just like color what's the lady's name again who does all the color stuff like the little
Do you think I know anything?
No, you know her.
I know her?
Yeah, well, you don't know her, but the tigers, like, she does all the cheetah print, tiger stripes, colorful stuff from when we were growing up.
Lisa Frank.
Thank you.
I thought you were talking about a TikToker or
No,
something.
could not remember her name. Lisa Frank. Like,
Lisa
I saw
Frank
that
is
some
in?
people basically, like, decorate their homes like her style.
Wow.
like,
Things always come back around?
Yeah.
I mean, my sister likes to do that for the SAS podcast, but that's just because we're trying to be
Totally
late
different.
90s.
Yeah. Reminds me of that lady who, the all pink lady.
Oh,
Seen her?
yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen her.
Yeah. There's also an all yellow lady.
Yeah.
Hey, do your thing.
Do your thing.
Whatever colors you like.
Yeah, be you, man.
My
As long
mind-
as you ain't hurting anyone, be you.
My mind changes too much. I'd paint something all purple and then in a week look around and go,
That's why I can't get tattoos.
yeah, it's time to change.
That shit doesn't stick with me. I stick with people. I don't stick with things and concepts.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. We're almost at an hour here, so I'm gonna. We never played the game.
Nope, we did not.
We don't need it.
It's okay.
All right. I love you guys so much. Please subscribe. Please follow. And yeah, you're beautiful, wonderful people. See you next time. Oh, check out Joy's vlog channel. Link
Yes.
below.
Jump for Joy Vlogs.
There it is. Bye.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Rachel Uncensored, the only place on the internet where you can find the uncensored version of me, Rachel Ballinger. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please like, subscribe, or follow, or do whatever this platform tells you to do so that you can get notified every time I post a new episode. Love ya!